Kakadosh Boker Tov. We're just continuing with Halachot of Siman Resh Mem Tet. Yesterday we spoke about the entire concept of not traveling from Erev Shabbat because of whether it's going to be that Chas v'Shalom you'll come to be Mechalel Shabbat or because of the Zilzul of the Shabbat. And now Siv Bet continues with the same type of theme, which is basically you're not allowed to be Kovea a Seudah or a Mishteh, which you're not normally done on Erev Shabbat. Now why? Because obviously, and even if it's going to be an engagement or other things as well, and obviously because if not, then we're going to be mizalzel in the Shabbat. How could it be that you're going to start eating on Erev Shabbat and then it comes on Friday night and you're already full? Why are you already full? Because you already ate or you already drank or you already did all these things on Erev Shabbat. So therefore, Maram brings out, you're not allowed to be Kovea Seudah, which is going to be a Seudah Gdolah on Erev Shabbat. He does say that Seudat Arai, which is going to be bread until a kabetza, right, or any other types of food also, as long since you don't usually are kovea, so therefore it's considered achilat arai or fruits or even meat or other things. As long as you're not going to be in kovea seudah, you could be mekel. Now he says on these things technically you could be mekel mamash until Knisat Shabbat, because since fruits and all the other things is not a kaviyut seudah, it's not a fixed seudah, so therefore you could be lenient until that time. However, though, still a person should be machmin and a person should realize that they should try to be careful as much as possible not to eat and try to even minimize. As it says over here, tov lachmir, it's good to be stringent and to minimize the eating on Erev Shabbat in order that a person should come and be able to eat. Some people are machminim midah chasidu that they will never be kovea seudah bread from Chatzot and onwards on Erev Shabbat. Now the same halacha does not only apply to eating, it applies also to drinking. What does it mean drinking? Some people, they like to have l'chaims Erev Shabbat, right? So he says over here, what happens is that that a person shouldn't drink, right? Different types of drinking on Erev Shabbat. Why? Because the same thing, we're going to suspect that because right now he's going to come and either, right, he's going to get high, which if you look in the dictionary, that's also on alcohol, right? Or for example, if a person's going to come and they're going to, right, become drunk. So therefore, in such a case, what will happen is that they're not going to be able to fulfill the seudah. They'll get drunk, they'll get this, they can't do the seudah properly. So therefore, a person should also be very, very careful in that you should always have te'avon. So basically, just to sum it up, a person should be very, very cautious that the way that it's going to be, we will speak about next time, what about a seudat mitzvah? Sometimes that happens, that Purim will fall out on Erev Shabbat, or other cases like that. However, a Brit Milah or other things like that. But right, when we're talking about a normal circumstances, a person should be very, very careful, right? The minimum of whether it's going to be that they should be machmirim until after Chatzot. If not minimum, it's the 3 hours beforehand, right? Which is 3 hours before Shekiyah, that a person should also be careful. But the concept though is that a person should be very, very careful not to eat in order that they should be able to have a good meal, lichvot Shabbat Kodesh on Friday night.